Hi everyone, I hope you're okay, and I really hope that guys the videos will keep uploading and helping you out. Just to help you guys prepare for your final examination, please just download this question paper, and just answer it with me. And then, if ever you have misunderstandings or the things that confuses you with regards to the paper, please do write on the comment section. I'll definitely come and help you. Okay, first question, I'm supposed to solve x, né? Whenever I'm solving x, there are things I don't want to have. Firstly, I don't want to have brackets, sets, or even fractions, né? In this case, I don't have any of the three. Then I move to the following step. I must make sure that my equation is in standard form. This equation is in standard form. Then I move. The following step says that the value of a has to be positive. In this case, the value of a is 1, and 1 is a positive number. So we will proceed to the following step, whereby we just need to factorize. So whenever I'm factorizing, I'm just looking at I just want to find the values of the factors of 12 that when I subtract will give me 1. The factors of 12 that when I subtract will give me 1, those are 4 and 3. And since the sign here is minus, it simply means that my brackets must have two my brackets must have two different signs, right? And the bigger factor will always take the sign of the middle term. So 4 is greater than 3, so 4 will take the sign of the middle term, and then 3 will take the opposite sign. So therefore x is equal to negative 4, or x is equal to positive 3. So whenever I solve x here, I'll find that x is equal to negative 4, or x is equal to 3. Okay, and then 1.1.2, I'm supposed to solve x and leave my answer into two decimal places. Whenever guys you come across this statement in question 1, just know that you must always use your quadratic equation. Alright, together. But before you use a quadratic equation, please make sure that the given equation is in standard form. So I'll have 3x squared minus 2x minus 6 is equal to 0. Then all I need to do here is to use my quadratic equation, né? But before I do that, I need to know the value of a. The coefficient of x squared is the value of a. The coefficient of x is the value of b, and then c is my constant term. All right, together. So all I need to do is to just substitute on the equation that says x is equal to minus b plus minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So the value of b is negative 2 plus minus negative 2 squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Since I have two signs there's a plus sign and a minus sign. I'll first use the plus sign. I'll have negative plus minus 4ac. So x is equal to 1.79, or x is equal to negative 1.12. So these are my x values, right? So I know that x is equal to 1. It's It's 1.79 and negative 1.12, or x is negative 1.12. Okay, now we have sets, no? Suppose to solve x and you have sets. The first thing you need to do is to remove your sets. The first thing you need to do is to remove your sets. But before we proceed, you must write down your restriction, right? Whenever I have the square root of a equal to b, né? The value of b should always be a number which is positive. Are you together? So in this case, I'm expecting to find my solution to be my restriction is x minus 1 is greater or equal to 0. So x is greater or equal to 1. Are you together? So in this case, I'm expecting to find an answer which is greater or equal to 1. If ever my x is not greater or equal to 1, that x will be not applicable. Okay, so I'll simply have 2x plus 1 is equal to x minus 1, right? I'll just square both sides for me to remove the set, right? And then I'll have 2x plus 1 is equal to x squared minus 2x plus 1. Then all I need to do is to make sure that everything is in standard form. I'll have x squared minus 4x is equal to 0. Then x minus 4. Then x is 0 or x is equal to 4. This guy is not applicable, so therefore x is equal to 4 only. So x is just equal to 4. That's how we would have tackled 1.1.3. And then now we move to the inequality. The inequality, okay. I know that I have x squared minus 3 is greater than 2x, right? Whenever I'm solving inequality, guys, I must treat it as I'm solving the equations as well. Are you together? So I must put everything to be in standard form. So I'll have negative 2x, minus 3 is greater than 0. Then I'll simply factorize. I'll have x here, x. Looking for the factors of 3, that's when I subtract will give me 2. Those factors are 3 and 1. And the bigger factor will always take the sign of the middle term. So it's minus and plus, right? And then I must write down my critical values. My critical values are x is equal to 3 and x is equal to negative 1, right? Critical values are values of x. That's when I substitute in here, they will give me 0. Are you together? And then after finding the critical values, just put them on the number line. We'll have minus 1 and 3 here. Since there's no equal sign, that means my critical values are not included. Are you together? And then I must check whether the values of x have are both positive or both negative, right? So the numbers in front of x have positive 1 and positive 1, so they have the same sign, right? So I will have a plus here, a minus, and a plus there. So I'm just looking for a plus on my number line because I want the values of x that will give me a positive thing. So I'll simply say x is less than negative 1 or x is greater than 3. So those are my solutions. So x is less than negative 1 or x is greater than 3. Okay, and then 1.2, I'm supposed to solve x and y simultaneously. I'm given two equations. Okay. I'll simply say x plus 2 is equal to 2y. This is my first equation. 1 over x plus 1 over y is equal to 1. This is my second equation. I'll simply say from equation 1, I can say that x is equal to 2y minus 2. This is the third equation, and therefore I can simply say sub equation 3 in equation 2. Substitute equation 3 into equation 2. So whenever I see x, I must just substitute 2y minus 2. 2y minus 2 plus 1 over y is equal to 1, right? So in here, guys, all I need to do is to find the thing, the LCD, and I must just multiply everything by the LCD so that I can remove the fractions, right? So my LCD, let me write it here. My LCD is just y multiplied by 2y minus 2. I'll just multiply each and every term by the LCD. I'll simply have y plus 2y minus 2 is equal to y multiplied by 2y minus 2. This will give me 3y minus 2 is equal to 2y squared minus 2y. So I'll simply have 2y squared minus 5y plus 2 is equal to 0. Okay, all I need to do is to just factorize. I'll have 2y, y, and 2 here. Okay, minus and minus, y is equal to a half, or y is equal to 2. So I already know the values of y, and then now all I need to do is to find the values of x. I'll simply say when y is equal to a half, therefore x is equal to 2 multiplied by a half minus 2. This will give me negative 1. Then I'll say when y is equal to 2, therefore x will be equal to 2 multiplied by 2 minus 2. This will give me 2. So my solutions, I know that when x is negative 1, the corresponding y value is half, and when x is equal to 2, the corresponding y value is also 2. So my solutions are these ones, negative 1 and half, and then I'll have 2 and 2 as my solutions. Okay, guys, I'm so sorry. I think it flew young again. Okay, now I'm given the equation, okay, an exponential equation. I'm told that n and m are integers. I'm supposed to determine the value of m plus n. Okay, I know that 2m plus 1, okay, this is equal to 3 to the power n plus 2 minus 3 to the power n, right? Whenever I have plus and minuses separating my terms, the first thing I need to do is to separate my exponents as well. So I'll simply have 2 multiplied by 2 to the m plus 2 to the m is equal to 3 to the power 2 multiplied by 3 to the n minus 3 to the n. And then on the left hand side, I'm adding two things that have the same variable, right? It's 2 of this thing plus 1 of this thing. So I'll simply have 3 to the power 2 over m, and then here I'll be left with 8 to the power 3 8 multiplied by 3 to the power n, right? So in here I can simply say I'll have 3 multiplied by 2 to the power m is equal to 2 cubed multiplied by 3 to the n. Right, together. So for the left hand side to be equal to the right hand side, all the bases on the left hand side should be the same as the bases which are on the right hand side. In this case we have that situation, right? And therefore the corresponding exponents have to be equal. Alright, together I have a base of 3, so that means the corresponding exponents must be equal. So n is equal to 1 and m is equal to 3. So therefore the value of m plus n is equal to 3 plus 1, which is 4. So that's how, guys, you would have tackled the question 1 from the November 2023 examination. Please, guys, stay tuned and wait for more videos. Thank you.